right, we want to welcome everybody to the family tree. Put your hands together, family. Hey, hey, what's up, y'all?
Yeah,
Thanks for
buddy. Yeah,
waiting
buddy.
for
Yeah,
us.
buddy.
It seems like, whenever we try to get technical difficulties, but hey, we getting through it, right?
That's all. Yeah, man,
All right.
always, buddy.
Hopefully everybody's doing well. We're about to go
Uh-huh.
on mute here. I'm gonna bring down the music, buddy.
Yeah,
And
man.
we can get started so we can say, get this thing rocking and rolling.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, man.
All right.
Look, you
Let
just
me
too
come
fly
off
to that.
of
I
here.
can't take it, man.
Let's come off of here. All
Oh,
right. Can
hey,
everybody
there's
see everybody?
There's everybody.
There's everybody.
Yay.
There's everybody. There
Prophet
you
is
go.
in the
There you go.
house.
I want to welcome everybody to the family tree. And this is the place where we say we bring together, talk about whatever's holistic and what's going on with you. We call it the family tree, right, Big
Yeah.
B?
Yeah, buddy.
Because this is the place where we gather around the tree. And this is called the ancient laurel trees, where we
Yeah, man.
talked about situations, problems, anything going on with the family, networking, problem solutions, but also prayer.
Yeah,
With that,
man.
we say that your greatest solution, it may be right next to you or around this tree. So
Man, I know
we
that's
invite
right.
you to the conversation. We're going to talk about all holistic health, all that is good, all is great, and what we can do to keep ourselves healthier, right? So
Yes,
with
sir.
that, if you want to join the conversation, we go right on down to the chat box right down there, right on the chat box down here, and you can click on where it says the heart button. You can hit the heart, and then you can join the conversation.
Yes,
And you
sir.
can join our buddy over there. Let's give him a hand with the host with the most, Big B, Bill
Whoop, whoop,
1L
whoop, whoop, whoop.
Morgan.
Yo, buddy. What's up? What's up? What's up, Dr. P?
All right, we
Hey,
got to
man.
get
Yeah,
Big
man.
B. We'll try to get you in queue, and like he got his hand up there.
Yeah,
if you have a
man.
question or concern, put it in there. You'll get in queue. If
Yeah,
you are
buddy.
someone that says, I don't want to get in queue, I just want to ask a question, you can put it down in the chat box.
I
And
know
then
that's right.
Prophetess,
Yeah,
aka Fingers,
Fingers
over
is in the
there.
house,
Yes,
buddy.
she is. Prophetess will get it in there. And I'm going to tell you, you might want to check the box first, because she usually has the question before you can probably even ask the question. She's like, she prophetess. She gonna know exactly before
She's already on it. She's already on it.
She's
Prophet's
already
gonna be
on
playing,
it.
man.
That's right. If you're someone that's calling by phone, you may have say I chimed in and I missed the prompt where it tells you how to raise your hand. Don't worry, just let us know you're calling by phone, and we'll try to get to you. All right. All right. We just want to open up the lines. We want to say, this is the place. We want to say we welcome you. Let this not be the last time you come in and bring somebody next time.
That's right.
All right, we're going to start off. Big B, let's give him the hand one more time. Woo! Big B, what's up, buddy?
Hey, man,
What's
listen,
going
got
on,
no
man?
complaints, buddy. Look, not at all. I have no complaints at all, man.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
Dr. P, daddy says, get up, boy. That's all right.
Yes,
got
sir. Yes,
I got this,
sir.
man.
That's right, man. Be thankful for every day, y'all.
Yeah,
That's
man.
right.
That's
right.
for real, Dr. P.
So, Big B, we're following, of course, we've been following the flu and the measles and all the different things going on. We have our latest count, man. Where's our latest count?
Yeah, man, we're looking at it right now. Our latest indicators for positive or test positive, we're at 3.6% for what we call our early indicators. And for our emergency department visits, guys, we're at 0.6%. So, those two are just kind of like, they're kind of hanging tough, kind of, just kind of wavering out, all right? And what we call the hospitalization rate has actually dropped just a hair. It's dropped down to 1.9%. That's per 100 population for peoples right now. Right. And the only thing that kind of still bothers me a little bit right now is the deaths for COVID, and all the other stuff right now is at 0.8%, Dr. P. That's kind of like where we are, man.
Okay, so that's good news, man. Things are changing. We say always continue to stay on top of your herbal things. If you're doing a cleanse, the change of season starts with the colon cleanse, followed by parasite formula.
Yes, sir.
If you're doing this is the way we say cleanse every change of season. Just like the seasons change, we have to change. Yep. So with that in mind, you should be around that colon cleanse area right now, and soon you're going to be transferring over to that. We say sweep, which is the parasite.
Yes,
so
sir.
We're going to keep on top of that. All right, so we're going to start it off. Big B, we're going to open up the lines. We always say that, before we do anything, we always start off with a testimony. Testimony goes a long way, y'all.
Yes, sir, man.
And then with the testimony going a long way, we say somebody's either going in a storm, or coming out of a storm. But it's in any way situation it is, we want to give you a way of embracing you, and no matter what you're going through, because a story can help you through that journey. And with that, a testimony could be anything. Could be blood pressure was good this week.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Hey, it
man.
could be, hey, you know what? I went in, no pain this week. That
Ooh,
means
man,
good.
don't you know?
Last week
That's right.
Brother Lou Rawls knocked our socks off last week. You
Yeah,
remember that?
man. Yeah, buddy.
With that testimony, I can't tell you how many people responded off of that, calling me saying that was an amazing story. And that just shows the amazing story of testimony of faith. So you move
Yes,
forward
yes.
this thing, and God will meet you the halfway. And the halfway, you got to take the step, though. So testimony goes a long way. You may be helping yourself and also someone else. So at this time, I open up the floor. Big B, floor is open. Anyone have a testimony on your heart and mind you want to share? Anywhere along the way. Yes? Anybody?
It says guest. Oh, nope, it went away.
Okay.
Anybody? Excuse me.
The
Anyone have
floor
a
is
testimony?
officially open for any testimonies. Anybody? Let's see. Come on in. Come on in.
All right, Dr. Paul, I'm gonna have to share this.
Okay, you
This
got
is
to share it now.
well, it's kind of a sorrowful kind of thing. I had a lady today, young Black patient, 48 years old. Did not know until I got there. She's a bilateral, above the knee, way above the knee, about mid-thigh amputee.
Oh, wow.
She said that she got, forget how long ago it had been, probably 5 or 6 years ago, around the time of COVID. And
Mm,
she got the vaccine.
Bless her heart.
And within a couple of weeks, she started having some circulatory problems in her
mm,
legs.
Mm,
So she went to see her doctor, and apparently they didn't care or take her very seriously.
wow. Wow, wow,
She
wow.
ended up with a huge ulceration in her leg, a gangrenous lesion,
Wow.
that they couldn't fix. Now, she's not diabetic, blood pressure's fine. So she ended up getting a problem on the opposite leg, and they tried to treat it, I think. But she ended up losing both her legs. She had a
Wow.
wound vac
Wow.
on for 2 years, and to get an area cleared up, that caused her immune system to just snowball
Right.
into a bunch of other things.
Right.
So she, when I went in to see her today, she said her nurse from Centerwell was going to be coming. Said she comes in and she spends a little time with her. Well, she didn't spend no time today because I was there for almost an hour talking about her story and some services and things that she could get done. And the chick came in, and the patient was trying to talk to her, and she was like, okay, yeah, just very nonchalant. So I finished up and I went out to my car, and she was like almost right behind me. So she wasn't there 10 minutes dealing with this
Yeah.
patient with all these multiple problems.
Yeah.
So she's fortunate that her primary care allows her to do virtual visits instead of her trying to get there, because she was trying one day after everything had healed, trying to use her slider to get into her chair, and the corner of the slider hit her leg where the area had finally healed. Wow. Now that's reopened, but it's not as bad as it was before. And she was very upbeat. And she said, one thing that she has learned is no matter what you go through, if you're given another day, you're given an opportunity.
Amen.
Yeah, amen,
So,
amen. You know
wow.
what? First off, I want to say, Dr. Clarenda, thank you so much for all you do, because you're spot on. You're noticing these things, and you're standing as witness to what people are experiencing with the bedside manner. Bedside manner. I believe they passed something recently. Well, it was around COVID, I guess about 3 or 4 or 5 years ago, when they said you can only spend about 15 minutes with a patient, something like that.
I think I did hear something about
Something
Corporate
that.
like that.
medicine. Corporate
Yeah.
medicine.
Corporate medicine. Corporate
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's terrible because there's nothing you can do in 15 minutes.
right.
No.
You can't then be people in 15 minutes in the bathroom,
Mm.
let alone to be doing, and addressing major issues. So I want to first say congratulations. Let's everyone give Dr. Clorinda a hand because she's doing a great job
No doubt.
staying
Yes,
on there and
indeed.
informing people, but being an
Always, always.
ambassador of health.
All
Congratulations.
right.
Great job, Dr.
Continue to do
Clarenda.
that.
Thank
Great
you.
job.
Yes,
Great
for
job.
sure.
Good job.
You have,
God bless you.
yeah,
Good
you have to.
job, Dr. Clarenda.
Congratulations.
Yes, thank you so much
Awesome.
for being on there because that means a lot. And it also says to everyone on the call now to be alert.
Yes.
Sometimes people don't act in, you'll hear people say, somebody need to do something about that. But you know what, really?
Be that one.
You the one
Be
you
that
the
Well,
one
one.
I
that
know that's
noticed.
right.
So
Yep.
you the one that's supposed to be doing
That is the
something.
truth.
Yep, keep that in mind. I gotta go to a real quick call. Big G, go to the next person. I gotta jump off for a quick second. Someone's at my door. Hold on.
Okay, okay. Anyone else have anybody got to send somebody? Come on, come on. I know there's anybody. Don't let me have to do it myself, or we'll be in trouble. Dr. Eloise, how are you tonight? All right.
Oh, I'm doing fine. It's great to see everybody. It's great to be here.
As everyone says, it's great to be seed too. Now,
That's
y'all.
right. They say that.
It is. It is.
Hey,
Yeah.
folks, just remember something. If you don't remember nothing else, every day Dad wakes you up. He challenges you to do just what Dr. Clorinda just did.
That's
Mm.
right.
Do you know that?
That's right.
You got to remember one thing, if nothing else. You are someone else's salvation. That's going to sound crazy, but that's where it comes out. Because you know what? You have no idea who's watching you. Did you know that?
That's right.
That's the truth.
And also bear this in mind. We are born for this time.
Mm.
For this time, wait, and space. Dad knew that Trump and all these folks were going to be in office. But he did not stop it. Why? Because he's waiting for us to stand
That's
up and be
right.
counted.
Mhm.
And guess
Mhm.
what? Hello, how you doing?
Get off
Bill.
my phone, Farouk. I know who that is.
What's going?
Yeah.
Oh, Dr. Paul Hopkins. See, I knew he was going to come back with my beautiful voice. Listen, I gotta. I know I'm in the car, so y'all can hear me, right? So,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
all right. I want a little mind. I have a few things I want to share. One thing I'm gonna share is thank God for y'all admit I was writing a post on Facebook with artificial intelligence. I understand technology can be used in such of a way that it can really destroy the planet, but at the same time, God did make it, so we got to use it to His glory, y'all. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all one thing right now. The testimony is I did and perfect my writing on Facebook by using that. It actually helped me with developing some things online, like straight to the point. And
Mhm.
I
Uh-huh.
also I'm eating a lot of different like I tell you, you got to go to these halal markets and get really like search out the ingredients that's in these products because Middle Eastern products, the Eastern way of living is the way to go. I'm telling y'all,
Mm.
especially when it comes to veganism because they don't
Mhm.
use they don't use no artificial ingredients
Mhm.
and they don't use a lot of the artificial, products that's in our foods. So
Uh-huh.
I've been getting beet noodles. I've been eating uh, I've been eating these noodles called olive noodles, and then I've been using a lot of sage, and I burn cinnamon and I burn sage to clear the air out. It's not for no and witchcraft or nothing like that. Of course, we know how to use sage. We use incense. And I'm
Mhm.
telling y'all, it works. It really works. It cleans your air out real good.
Yes, it does. Yes. Absolutely. So, yes, give him a clap. Let me hand, y'all. Let's give him a
All right,
hand.
Farouk,
Let's
man.
give Farouk a hand. Yes,
Congratulations.
Okay,
congratulations, man.
Farouk,
Hey,
good
thank
No,
job.
we appreciate you.
Congratulations.
Thanks
When
for
you
the
Great
have
tip.
new
job.
things that you're
No problem.
doing and new things that you're discovering, that is a testimony. That's the time that you're
There's no doubt
opening new
about that.
things.
Amen.
Many people have gone against the AI and said the AI this, AI that. You know what? It's all based on who's programming the AI, what's
Man,
behind
is
the
that
AI.
not the truth?
You can actually tie into the AI and get a lot of positive things out of it if you direct it in the right prompting. It's called prompting. So what you prompt it to, that's what you're going to get out of it. So whether you
Mm-hmm.
prompt it for good information, stay on the positive, it becomes a useful tool.
No doubt.
So
No doubt.
definitely keep on top of that. And if it helps you, it helps you. That's where sometimes it can help you with your song, with your writing or songwriting or
Mm.
whatever you're doing. Utilize it as you can. Now, on the food thing, definitely, if it's working for you, what is he still there? Is he
Yeah.
still?
Yes,
Uh-huh. He's
yes,
still
yes.
there.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah, you
yes.
said the food that you're eating. Where do you shop now? Where are you shopping?
Oh, I go right to Mecca Market. I go right
Mm-hmm.
to Mecca Market, and I
Mecca
also,
Market. Okay.
yeah, right off of
Okay.
40, right the 43rd and Walnut, and
Okay.
I've been leaving a lot of that processed stuff alone, and my body now got to the point, Dr. Paul, where my body actually tells me, or I'll get a little sick or something now because I'm vegan. So if it's
Mm-hmm.
something that's not supposed to be in my food, my
Mm-hmm.
body would definitely cut it. Like it would let me know, hold up, get some
Mm-hmm.
bayberry, and then my doctors are telling me now my platelets are low and all this stuff. I said, listen, y'all can take the blood, all the blood y'all want, right? But I'm still going to eat healthy, and I don't care what y'all saying. I'm not getting sick. I don't get sick. That's just because the doctors are not used to. I see the way people live and the people eat. Of course,
Mm-hmm.
we have more nutrients than anything. So I know the ones because it's allopathic, so they're going to look at it from a different perspective, and I
Mm-hmm.
understand that.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Yes. Yes. All right. So continue the journey. Self-discovery is a lot of part of testimony too. So
Mhm.
congratulations, my brother. Stay on point. Okay.
And I love you, Doc, and I'll keep
Love.
on posting you out there, man.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate you. Love you much. Art.
And
Thank
hold
you.
up, but one more last thing.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to actually imply that I still got to come in and see y'all for this sometime,
Mm-hmm.
Doc. And I know we always work out some good. This I haven't seen you in a while. Can you try to work me out something?
Yeah. Give Ivy a call. We'll work it out for you, brother.
Work it out.
We'll work it out.
Because I really need to come in and see you for the works,
All
man.
right. We'll work it out for you, buddy. All right. Thank you,
All right,
man.
love. God
Always
bless you,
good hearing
Doc.
from you,
All
man.
right,
Thanks for
thank you.
Oh, you
checking
know
Thanks
it,
in.
for
bro.
Thanks for
You
checking
got
in.
it. Yeah, it's a pleasure speaking to y'all.
Okay. All right. Anybody else have a testimony before we move on? Anyone on your heart and mind? Anything that you've been going through you want to talk about and share with the family?
Yeah,
Because we embrace you. We put our
yeah,
arms
Dr.
around
Paul.
you in whatever you're going through.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Yeah, Dr. Paul, I have a testimony.
Okay. Who is that?
That's
Deke?
Dick. That's
This
Dick.
What's
brother
up,
Deke.
Deke?
That's Dick,
How you
man.
doing?
Oh, man. Look
Doing
like
well,
some
man.
award winners there, buddy.
Well, no, it looks like it, but I just wanted to tell the family that I just got back from competing for Team USA Masters in the World Masters
Mm.
All right.
Indoor Track and Field Championships in Gainesville,
all right.
Florida. It was a great experience. I'm still in awe, Dr. Paul, and I want to tell you, I did take my package of my green drink powder
Okay.
with me.
Okay.
I got some
Yep.
beet juice, brother Bill. When I was out there, it was a great experience. I'm just glad that I was able to toe the line with the best in the world. There
Yeah,
was
man.
99 countries represented,
Wow. Wow.
and
Terrific.
the whole Gainesville, they constructed a whole area, just like the Olympic Village, and a new
Hmm.
facility was built like 2 years ago. I had a
Mhm.
chance to meet a lot of world champions, got a lot of tips, different countries, and it was uh, it was great. That's all I can say, brother.
Oh, man. Let's
Uh,
give Deke a
Dr.
hand,
Paul.
That's
y'all.
what's
Let's
That's
up.
give him a
awesome, D.
hand.
Congratulations.
Oh, man.
Congratulations,
That's
Dick, man.
awesome, D.
Oh yeah, one
Congratulations.
thing.
That's so
Wonderful.
awesome.
And one thing when I know some people ask silly questions like, "Did you win?" Well, no, I didn't win my race, but I didn't come in last neither.
That's right. That's right.
I'll be quite.
I didn't
Yeah.
win, but I ain't come in last. That's
Oh
That
right.
was
no,
that
but
was really good, Deke. Like,
there was a lot of like I said, I'm just in awe because the oldest athlete there was 104
Woo!
from
Ooh.
Oh, look,
Thailand.
look out
And
now.
he did of all things, he did the pole vault, and the oldest female was 96, and she does I think the long jump, triple jump, and high
Wow.
jump. But that's the range of
What did you
Wait a
say?
minute. Wait a
Wow.
minute. Wait a minute.
Say that again.
I'm
You got
getting
to
a
back
vision.
up, Dick.
Hold up, man. You got to back up that because
that's what I'm talking about.
I'm getting
Yo,
a visual
man.
of a 99-year-old guy trying
That's
to pole
No,
crazy,
no,
vault.
man.
no, no. 104
Oh,
was the
What?
oldest.
woo!
oh,
What?
oh,
So there was
104.
No.
90-year-old runners there, but the oldest
Damn.
athlete from Thailand was 104.
Man, see.
Wow.
Jesus.
But
And
there was a lot of
Thank
athletes
you.
that were in age 80 and above. So I'm inspired.
yeah,
Wow.
oh,
That's
whoa,
amazing.
Jesus, my God.
That is
See,
amazing,
now
Deke.
that's what's
Let's give
up.
him a
Hold
hand
it.
See?
one more time,
Wow.
y'all.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
man.
did
Whoa.
good.
See, Dick,
That's
all right,
wonderful.
Dick.
And I'm
Nobody has his excuse, Dick.
Congratulations.
yes,
Wow.
Thank you.
congratulations. Hey Deke, I gotta
Yes.
commend you on this, bro. Listen, I'm going to track practice too. and I'm blind. So that's holla the
That's
both
right.
shots. Say
Get it in. That's right. Get in when you
You
can.
get
That's
in where
right.
you fit in. That's
Yeah,
what it's all about, man.
God, the Holy
Congratulations,
Spirit.
D. Yes.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank
Yes.
you.
Yeah,
God
man.
bless.
Yeah,
All
man.
right, all right. Thank you, man. That was a
That's
great
wonderful.
testimony, man. Keep up the great work, man. You know, life is in the activity of the limbs. You got to keep moving. You got to
That's
do
what I
what you
said on
got to do.
Facebook. Sorry.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yep. So
Yes.
continue to do what you're doing, man. We appreciate you so much for
And
checking in.
and then one thing, the 80 and 90-year-olds, they weren't running that short stuff. They was running the long stuff like me,
No, they weren't.
5,000, 3,000, and 10K races.
Go ahead,
Woo!
man.
Yeah.
See.
So nobody has no excuse. Get in the gym tomorrow. Don't have a gym. Use your little space in your house and do at
Utilize it.
least one
Yeah,
push-up.
Yeah, utilize it. Yep. That's right.
Thank
That's right.
you for the inspiration.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Absolutely.
We appreciate you, man.
See?
Thanks for checking in, man, and congratulations. Yes.
That
Okay.
way, nobody has any excuses at all. Sit back, well, I
That's right.
can't do
That's
that.
right. That's
If
right.
Daddy can wake you up, wait, what's my favorite saying, Dr. Carl? You
Mhm.
got the nerve to wake me up. I got the nerve to do what you want me to do.
There you go. There you
That's
go.
real simple, y'all.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else have a
Okay.
testimony? Have anything on your heart and mind?
That's
Okay.
the big Markster. I can see his mouth moving. Go ahead, Mark.
I have a short testimony.
Uh-huh.
I had bought some comfrey cream,
Uh-huh.
comfrey root. It's a liquid,
Okay.
and I was having problems on my groin area,
Uh-huh.
and I used it. But first, I used it on my thumb. I have a very sore thumb that I injured when I was young, catching a football. My finger bent backwards, and I snapped it back in place, and never went to the hospital, to deal with it. But I ministered myself through God. But anyway, that's another story. But I used that cream on my thumb, and it does wonders. It tightens up my thumb area, the tendons, muscles, cartilage, bones, and ligaments. It tightens all that up in my thumb. It works wonders. So like I said, I did both of them. So that's a testimony of this cream. If nobody know anything about this, the comfrey cream.
Yeah,
Mhm.
comfrey cream
well.
works.
Works well.
Mm-hmm. Comfrey is very
Yep.
good. Yep.
hmm
So, Mark, were you using it? Where did you use it for your knees?
Well, I use for everything, Dr. Paul.
Mm-hmm.
I use it for everything, and it's
Show it
actually
again, Mark. I saw you step it up. You showed up in just a quick second. Put up so people see which one. See that one, guys? I also have that particular one.
That's it.
Yep, I have that one.
Yeah.
Works
And this
works
one
really
here,
well.
the comfrey oil, the lettering erased it while I was on my hand. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So there's the comfrey root that I'm using too,
Okay.
and I use a combination of both, and it did wonders for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I will continue on doing it and drink my comfrey tea. So you got to do it in, you got to do it out. So it's a combination.
You know, comfrey, it grows wild right out in Fairmont Park.
What?
No, you're gonna be kidding.
Mhm. No, I ain't kidding.
Hey, Dr. Paul,
Wow.
what's the address? I'll be over there tomorrow.
Wow.
Yeah, when we go
That's
out,
amazing.
when we
Yo,
go out and do
man,
our
that's
nature
what's up.
walks, you see the two things that are out there the most. Burdock root is out
And
there,
dandelion.
and
Huh?
dandelion,
I knew
and
that.
also comfrey. You see a lot of
Aha.
comfrey. Yep. See
Yeah,
comfrey
man.
out
Yeah,
there.
man.
Yep. Yeah, we
Wow.
always get that, and it can be right out in the park. You know, they say we're gonna be back out in the park anyway, soon and eventually,
Yeah, that's true.
because the way
Hugging
food is
trees.
going right now.
Man, it is.
Hugging
You know
trees.
what? See, that's a good thought. You know what? Dad's gonna force us.
We're gonna go back out to the woods
Gonna force us
again.
right back in the woods, y'all.
That's
Just
right,
start
that's
listening.
right.
Pay attention.
Yeah. All right,
Pay
Mark. Let's
attention.
get Mark a hand over there.
Thanks,
Give
Mark.
him a
Yes, yes.
hand, Mark. Give you a hand,
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
Congratulations.
Good work,
Thank you,
man.
thank you.
All right.
All right. Anybody else? Anybody else have a
We're
testimony?
gonna get started. Mm-hmm. Anybody else? If not, we're gonna get started. Okay, go ahead, Big B. Let's get started. And Prophetess or Big B, you tell me where y'all want to go. Which you want to go?
Well, you know what? Let's go. Let's start inside this time. Get Gloria, then we'll come back to the chat. Gloria, you there? And we come back to the chat.
Gloria can get first.
Yep.
All righty.
Yeah, can you believe that, girl?
Oh my goodness! I put my hand up and then put it down and put it back up.
See that?
All right, Grand Rising, everyone.
All
And I
right.
know we were
Grand
short
Rising.
on time. Listen, Dr. Paul,
Mm-hmm.
I know how you some some of the things you say say like you say food for the soul.
Right.
You know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because I know that it's really one of those things that sometimes people might say, well, what does this do that and this do that? So is these testimonies are sometimes letting folks know, well, I tried this, like the comfrey or whatever. But I know it's just food for the soul.
I've got
But
the bag.
the
Let me forget it.
I
Mm-hmm.
want to ask about vitamins. Somebody else came up.
Mm-hmm.
Vitamins. Say like B complex, B12, B6,
Mm-hmm.
C, D, E. So, what I mean, like can you just go through the alphabet, not completely, but maybe the B's, the D's, and the C's.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna
Like
go through all of them. I'm not gonna go through
not
all of
all
them.
of them, but
Yeah,
but
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 the
say
whole
like
point
what's the
is,
like here's a question. What's the difference between B12 and B6? All right.
well, the difference is B12 is more of cobalt. Okay, you're talking about cobalt, which a lot of people who are vegans or vegetarians have issues with, not having enough B12. And so you'll look at it because there's not a lot of meat eaters. Of course, when you do, if you're not eating meat, you're not getting that cobalt. So they'll say, well, you need to go and get this specific vitamin nutrient that will help you with that process. But that's not always true. You can get
Mhm.
B12 from things like algae. You can
Yeah.
get it from, you can get it from stuff sources like kelp. You can get it from a
Mm-hmm.
lot of different sources. So
Right.
all of the bees across the board are dealing with things of blood, deals with hemoglobin, deals with nerve endings. That's what they're for. So
Mhm.
B6 is I think that's pyridoxine, I think it is.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Whatever the situation is, there's a lot of breakdowns. Get you a breakdown of all of them, but the key is what is good for you. That's the key.
Mhm.
What you need.
Right.
Got it? And you
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
got to find out, number one, do I need that? That's why
Yeah.
they
Mhm.
put it in complexes. If they put it in complex, they means that you're going to get something in that level. You're going to need something because a lot of those bees are coming from things that a lot of people don't eat. So some people
Mm-hmm.
don't eat, fish or pork or poultry,
Right.
something like that. So they got to use it in a different way. So they'll do those as additives. Got it? Very good for those who have had stroke, issues with
Mm.
nerve
Yes.
endings, or we call cardiac autonomic neuropathy. That means the nerve endings that lead to the areas of the arteries and the veins, to the kidneys, to the heart, to things like that. That's when people have strokes and they lose like one side of their body versus another, or their affects one side of their, nervous system. So that's what bees are usually for.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
And for diabetics who have neuropathy.
Yep, absolutely. So you get a lot of that in a lot of ways. I can only generalize because I would have to,
Yes.
you got to give me a target or something of what I'm dealing with.
Okay, that's
But this
fine.
is
That's
just a
fine.
ballpark.
But when I just think about sometimes when you talk about some things,
Hmm.
I look at the supplements as
Well,
food for the soul in a
yeah.
sense. Because I've had maybe a consultation or something and looking at the blood and
Hmm.
saying, well, I should take this, that. So I know it can be personalized, but
Yeah.
I was
Now,
just saying that
if
sometimes when
there's
you look,
But
Mhm.
Gloria, let's stop
Yeah.
right there. If there's one thing I can emphasize for you when you're looking at supplements, okay, I am not a
Mhm.
supplement type person. I say go
Okay.
to the herbs, okay? And the
Yeah.
reason
Right.
why
Exactly.
you say to the herb because the supplements came from somewhere. In most cases, it
Yes.
was an
Mhm.
herb. You got it? So
Yeah.
whenever you're supplementing, you're separating, isolating, or dividing it from where its original source was. And I tend to say, why do that when you need to just go to the plant?
To the
For
source.
to the original
Go to the
source.
source.
Yes.
If you're
Yes.
going magnesium, why are you taking a magnesium and potassium pill when it doesn't operate by itself? But it just shows you who's putting this stuff together. People that don't understand nutrition. They're looking at it as this is what's making it
Yeah. Yeah.
happen.
Yeah. Yeah. So true.
Nothing works in the body by itself.
By itself.
Everything works works as a organization, as a corporation, as a family. So if that being the case, you got to find out where your family is out of balance. You feed it, and then it corrects itself. So that's where we look at it from that perspective. So I'm not a supplement person. I'm an herbal person. That's why we got to go to these herbs, y'all. It says what? The herbs are the meat of the earth.
I know that's
Got
right,
it?
man.
The
You know,
trees are for the healing of the nation.
Yes.
Got it? So
I
keep
need
that in
an
mind.
assessment.
Yeah, that's right. Get an assessment. That's right. Yeah. Okay. Thank you,
Okay,
Gloria.
thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure. Thank you.
All right.
All right.
all right.
All right.
You
What
know,
else?
Dr. Paul, let me just share this real quick. I ran across just a clip today of a new store that's somewhere down in Charlotte, North Carolina called Holistic. But let me tell you something, and I sent out a note for them to get back to me. They gave me the phone number, but I'm gonna tell you something. Some of the stuff I saw, all the stuff we're talking about now, they have actually in the store. You can get.
They have what now?
They have all this stuff you're talking about. We're talking about. It's actually in the store, Dr. Paul.
Yeah,
you don't have to, man.
yes.
I was floored. I was really floored.
Hey.
But as soon as, and they're in the process of building their website and things like that right now because I'm on vacation. It's not really, really at that point where they have a whole lot of stuff. But one thing right now they're talking about silver water to eliminate bacteria, eliminate viruses. No additives, no chemicals, no side effects, no toxins. It's just a whole bunch of stuff, man.
Yeah, colloidal silver. See,
that's exactly right.
What I find very interesting is that when people talk about questioning herbs and things like that, but the very people that question them, when you go to their house or you open their cabinets, they full of nothing but herbs.
Isn't it the truth? You are so right, man.
So you got to look at it, understand what do you need it for, and you know that you can't continue just to eat this food. If they said in 1947 the food doesn't have 47% of its nutrients in 47, what does that mean right now?
It means we're eating dirt now. That's
you got it. You got
This is crazy. And the last four things they said, their mission, Doctor, is the key to health is within you. Remedies following the laws of nature.
That's right.
Reclaiming a healthy lifestyle and naturally reversing diseases.
There you go.
Deep, man.
Good stuff.
I'm going to reach out to them. I already have. If I can get them to get back there, I'm trying to get them to come on here one night and just kind of talk about what they're doing down there in Charlotte.
Yep. Okay. All right. All right. Now listen, before you go further, Big B, I got something I want to bring to the family. All right.
Okay, sure.
I got a guest that's on with us right now. And she's been trying to get on with it. And I've been, you know me, Big B. Y'all know me. If I see something good, I'm gonna bring it to the table. I always share with the family. I say that's why always the blessings come, Big B. Because if I keep giving it away, God, I can't be God at giving. It keeps coming.
I know that's right, man. No matter.
That's why, when I've run into people that are really changing things and doing things, and I usually share them with the platform. So tonight, I want to introduce you all to a good friend now of mine that has actually been a real strong help to me in my circle, and that is my accountant. My accountant. And my accountant, she does wonderful things, and she's doing some amazing things. And she also has, a strong compassion for the people and for the family. So without further ado, I want to bring to the family Miss Natea Cooper. Natea, are you here?
Where are you, Natea?
I'm here.
Hey,
all right,
there you are. How you doing? I know Natea.
I knew she had, Dr. Paul, I knew she had something because she got hair that I don't have. I saw it early.
Yeah.
Big B, yep. And Natea, I know Natea said, you put me on the spot. And yes, I do. I always put you on the spot. And with that, I want to tell them the great things that you're doing, Natea, because you got a lot that's going on. You got a young, thriving business. Tell the family introducing who you are and what you do, and just open the floor to you for anything that's on your heart. All right?
Sure. So thank you, Dr. Paul. I appreciate that. You are so funny. Yes, this has been a long time coming, but I'm finally here. Thank you for allowing me to use your platform to share what it is that I do. So my name is Natea Cooper, and I own a tax preparation business. The name of my organization is Sovereign Tax Solutions, and that is how Dr. Paul and I have actually met. And I will put that information in the chat. And so I have been supporting him from that end. I want to be transparent because I'm always big on transparency and making sure that things are clarified. I am not an accountant because I did not go to college for that. That's not what I do. I'm a tax specialist. I specialize in preparation of tax preparation. Okay, so I've taken enough courses and training to be able to provide the service that I provide. I've been in service for about 5 years. I will, like I said, put my name in the chat, and you guys can take a chance, take an opportunity to actually Google me as well to just kind of see a little bit more about my business. But also tax preparation, I do a lot of other things as well. Dr. Paul is correct in saying that I am passionate about the people. One of the things I do love doing is educating my clients. So a lot of people that go to tax preparation service, tax preparation offices or get tax preparation done for themselves, usually the tax preparer will probably say, they'll do your paperwork and they'll say, this is how much you owe, or this is how much you're getting back. And that's have a nice day. Pay me my fare, see you later, and I'll see you next year. I take it a step further than that. So Dr. Paul will know that I've taken him through I take him through the ringer when it comes to understanding his business, knowing what he needs to do, understanding what he can and cannot do, communicating that to him, breaking down why he can't do that. Every year that I prepare his taxes, I dedicate an hour of my time, which is not an additional fee, is included in with the fee that he provides me or pays me, to walk him through his tax return, explaining to him where things are, how to understand why you owe what you owe, understanding why you can't do this, understanding why you can't do that. I do that, and I allow him to ask me any questions that he needs to ask me at that point in time. Because I think it's important as taxpayers to understand your tax returns, because a lot of these tax preparers are not out here doing it for you. They're doing it for them.
Yeah, there you go.
So,
there you go.
With that being said, you have to understand who's preparing your taxes, knowing what's on your tax return, and not being scared to ask questions, because obviously, as we know, knowledge is power. You have to understand what's being done. There are a lot of tax preparers out there that will, and because a lot of times people don't really care, especially when it comes to getting the tax return. They just want the biggest return available. That's all they care about. And getting that, you also put yourself in jeopardy of a lot of other things. If you come across a tax professional who's not putting just a couple things I want to talk about really quickly. If you come across a tax preparer who's not putting their information on your tax return and it's self-prepared, know that you are liable for everything that's on your tax return. So if the IRS comes to you and says, can you explain to me why you have $25,000 worth of medical expenses on your tax return? Your answer should not be, I don't know. You should know what they're putting on your tax return. A lot of times when you get tax refunds that are higher than normal or higher than, obviously higher than what you usually get, a lot of these tax preparers are itemizing to the highest extent. And they're itemizing over the standardized deduction of what the IRS gives you. So everyone should know, and if you don't know, the IRS already gives you a standardized deduction depending on what your filing status is. So you already get that. So if you're a single head of household, whatever it is, you already get 15 to 20 something thousand already as a tax deduction on your tax return. So that means that the tax preparer has to itemize, meaning that they have to say that you have expenses higher than that. Right. So that in there helps you to be able to get back more money.
Okay.
Well, there's one thing that I want to point out, and I think this is really important. A lot of people don't realize, if you are someone that owes all the time, and you want to kind of understand how to mitigate that, it comes back to the W-4 form. And a lot of people like W-4 form. So if you're working, you've completed a W-4 form, right? You're paying taxes. A lot of times when you do that, you set it and forget it, meaning you complete it, you send it to your HR department, and you never look at it again, never to be seen ever again. The issue with that is, as life changes, that should be changing, right? If you
That's a good point.
that should be changing. If you have a child, that should be changing. If you get divorced, that should be changing. Your tax status should always, on that form, should always replicate what you are filing at the end of the year. Perfect example, a lot of people get the head of household thing wrong. They get it wrong all the time. In order for you to file as head of household, you have to be the head of a household of a dependent. Like, you can't say, I'm the head of household of me. Like, if it's just you, you are not considered head of household.
Mhm.
So people will think I'm head of household. They will put it on their W-4 form. They're taxed at a different tax bracket. And then when they go to the tax specialist say, no, sweetie, you are actually single.
I heard
You
that.
have to file as single. That
Mm.
changes your complete tax status.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
So you
Yeah.
have to understand these things. A lot of people don't walk you through how they complete the W-4 form. So when you give it to, and unfortunately, your HR person, and I'm an HR specialist, I do that for a living. So I'm HR and taxes, so I know that side of it. Your HR person can't tell that if can't give you that information. They should be telling you to go to a tax specialist. Most people don't. They look at it. The form looks pretty simplistic. They fill it out. They keep it moving. They give it to HR person and never look at it again. That W-4 form can be edited or amended at any point in time. You don't have to wait for the beginning of the tax year to amend that. So if something's happening where you have a child in the middle of the year and you want to be able to update that and amend that, you can go ahead and do that. So you just want to make sure that that is correct, because that will dictate how you are taxed. Now, when it comes to trying to eliminate or try to get more in your paycheck throughout the year versus waiting for a big tax return at the end of the year, one of the things you can do is you can put down your itemized deductions on that W-4 form. So if you know that you're going to have more deductions than what the standardized deduction allows for the IRS, then you can put those deductions on your tax form, and that will lower your withholdings within your check, and so that way you can get more during the year versus waiting until the end of the year. Okay, so did someone say something? I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh, so that's the things that I want to tell you. The other thing I want to share with you is a lot of people don't take advantage of their non-taxable benefits that their company provides them. I'm a big proponent of this, and and I'm going to share with you why. The IRS gives you an opportunity to have money taken out of your check pre-taxed, right? The benefit of that is you're preparing for emergencies as well as being taxed at a lower amount, right? Because if you are able to sign up for FSA or HSA and you're able to, and let's just say you put $500 in there, right? And your paycheck is $2,500. You're only being taxed on the 2,000 because the 500 is in the FSA and that's not taxable. The other reason why I am a big proponent of that is because a lot of times we always do things after the fact, right? So after you've taxed your money's been taxed and IRS has taken all this stuff now out of your check, taking what they've taken. Now you have to prepare for what you have as far as your financial obligations after the fact, right? So with FSA, what that does is if you a person that wear glasses, us women, we go to the doctor, our GYNs, there's specialty fees. I know my GYN is $75 every time I go. Who got time for that? Not me. So what I do is I financially prepare for those type of things. If you might have to go to urgent care at one point in time. If you have children and you have these co-pays, like there's so many things that we come out of pocket with that we don't think about that we can leverage this for. It's amazing. So what I do is I tell my clients, put that into that account, right? Or sign up for that because that's going to allow you to be able to take advantage of the pre-tax that the IRS offers you and that your company offers you. And then when it comes to the income, you'll be taxed at a lower on a lower tax bracket. But I mean, as far as your income is concerned, you'll be taxed differently. And then what happens with that is, so I'll be honest and say FSA is a use it or lose it type of process, but I'm going to tell you how you can get past that. So let's just say you put 500 away, you only use, I don't know, 300 of it, and you have 200 left. There is what they call an FSA store. So now the IRS says, okay, I know a lot of times people don't want to, are not able to use the amount of money. So let's go ahead and do the FSA store. The FSA store has a slew of things, like just if you get a chance to Google it, go to FSA.com. You will see everyday products. And this is the beauty about it. It's everyday products, the lotion that you use, the stuff that you use to wash your face, like anything of that nature, women's products, like high blood pressure, things to monitor high blood pressure, all of those things.
So Natalia, just so that everybody don't lose anybody with that, the FSA store, what is that for the folks that don't know what that is?
So a flexible savings account that's what it stands for, flexible savings account. Is what a company will offer you, and for you to be able to take monies out of your check and put it into this account for any type of medical expense.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
So what they did was before the FSA store came about, a lot of people would put this money in, kind of guesstimating how much they're going to use for the year, and then say, okay, take this amount of money out of my check, and then might wind up not using all the money, and then they would just lose it. So now that has changed where you can take that money and go to the FSA store and say, okay, the time is ticking. I have until, because what happens is the way that your company should be doing it, just so you know, it doesn't come out in a one lump sum. It comes out every paycheck until you pay it up. The company should be front loading the money. Front loading the money means giving you a card with the money, with the total amount that you elected on the card. So you don't have to wait for the money to accumulate. It's going to automatically be on the card. And then as you go for your doctor's appointments and things of that nature, you're swiping and moving, swiping and going. And this is money, this is financial. You've already taken this money and put this aside so it doesn't come out after the fact, right? So I love that's the ability, I love that you can do that. So I always tell my clients to always take advantage of any of the pre-tax programs that your company has, because a lot of people don't even know that their company offers certain things. And they just be out there spending money on stuff that can save you. Find out if your company have the over-the-counter services, because
OTCs, right.
OTC is something that's available for you. So everyday products that you utilize, you want to make sure that you're taking advantage of all these things and saving where you can save, where you can, cut costs where you can cut costs. Okay. So that's
now, Natea, now y'all see why I'll tell you. See, I'm so glad I know you.
Yes.
Because y'all can hear the passion in her, right? You see her passion, and when I get on a call with her, I don't feel like the accountants I've had in the past where they rushing me off. All right, what you want, Doc? What you want? What you want? Natalia's like, "Are you doing this?" I'm like, "Yes." No, I'm not. She gets on me, but also I love the fact that you help people with strategy. And now with the changing times, people don't realize what it takes with a track strategy. You help people, their situation may be totally different. There's no cookie cutter for everybody. Everybody's going to be different. And I love the fact of what you do, because of course we're at April 2nd now. We're coming around April 15th. So people should be getting prepared for, if you can't file extensions, all those things. Just give us something closing out that you can tell the family, and of course leave your information on how they can call you, on what they can do, sort of getting close to those deadlines. And some people get nervous, and then people say, I ain't filing. I'm running. And so you don't want to do
that. You can run, but you can't hide, guys. So
that's right. That's right. And that's why she is a strategist. So she's going to help you get through that. So don't run. All right, so
don't run from the IRS. Don't do that at all. Just make sure you have all your documentation. Make sure that you have everything that you need to file your tax return. Be clear about your filing status, if that's going to be important. Take the time to look at your W-4 and see how you're filing, because that can definitely affect what your outcome is going to be when you file your taxes. And just so you guys know, I specialize in not in just regular taxpayer W-2s. I also do business taxes as well. And I also do business formation. So there's a lot of different services that I provide. If you guys want to find out more about, the additional services that I provide, feel free to reach out to me. I'm going to put my information in the chat again. I'm going to put my name, my business, and my contact number. And I am accepting new clients if anyone's looking to file the tax return. I'm very transparent and upfront, so you know what you're getting with me from the door.
Okay, and Natea, because we have a lot of folks that are calling by phone, can you just give that information out? Tell them who you are, your company, and also your telephone number or email or whatever you want to give them for websites and things like that. Okay.
Sure. So my name is Natea. That's spelled Nataya Cooper, Cooper. The name of my business is Sovereign. Sovereign Tax Solutions. And my number is 609-249-0402. Please feel free to Google me. You'll see, you'll understand once you do so.
Yeah, you won't regret it. I tell you, she gonna help you out now.
Natea is in Jersey, huh? You're in Jersey.
I'm in Jersey, yes. That's the other thing too. I am in Jersey, but I'm virtual. So if you're in PA or wherever, I'm
See,
virtual,
see,
so you can access me wherever you're located at.
All right.
Okay.
you
Thank
need
you,
stuff like that.
Natea.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Nathaniel.
Thank you. Everybody come off
Appreciate you,
mute.
Nathaniel.
Everybody come off mute for Natea.
Yeah,
Come
yeah,
on,
yeah.
everybody come
Thanks,
off
Well,
mute for
Good job,
Natea.
Natea.
Thank you so
Good
much.
job,
You
Thank
know,
you,
Natea.
so thank you,
Natea.
Natea.
Nathaniel.
Appreciate
We
you, Natea.
appreciate
Thank you.
you.
Natea.
I want to know one
Thank you.
thing.
I appreciate you guys.
Hey,
Thank
before
you.
you go, Nathaniel, I
Dr.
know
Paul.
I need one thing. How you grow hair like that? Glory.
But you gonna have to pay for that consultation now. I can't tell you. That's gonna
Natea,
cost
can you
you.
give me your phone
Big
number
B,
again,
you
please?
forgot you talking to a tech specialist.
I heard that.
Yes, yes. So,
Dr. Paul, excuse me.
yes.
Yeah.
Natea, can you repeat your phone number again, please?
Sure, 609-249-0402.
Thank you.
All
No
right.
problem. Thank you guys. Thank you so
All right.
much.
Appreciate
All
you.
right. All
That,
right.
that
And
was
I
good for
was
my health stress.
yes, yes, because you know what we talk about, of course, money in the managing of your money and your taxes and
That affects
things
your health too.
that affects your health. Absolutely.
Yeah,
So,
buddy.
we want to make sure you're on point, and sometimes people avoid this. I used to work at the IRS. I worked in criminal investigations. I did all that stuff, taxpayer service. I tell you, it was the most enlightening experience I ever had. But one thing that I always said is that we always try to work out what it was with the clients. Whenever it was something going on, you're trying to work it out. So
Yes.
get with somebody like Natea and get it going, y'all. And thank you, Natea. Appreciate you. You're off
Indeed.
the hook, Natea, because I was pushing her. I was like, you gotta come on. She's like,
Nathaniel
nope.
Robert said, "Whew, I can't take it no more."
All right, let's
I'm
see.
with. Thank you, Dr. Paul.
Thank
Yeah,
you so
man.
much. I
Great to
appreciate
have
you.
you.
All
Yes,
right.
indeed.
All right, Big B. You want to go somewhere or Prophetess on the chat? Where are we going? Where are we going
No,
right now?
Jacqueline Smith on Facebook wanted to know, how do I get an assessment? Of course, I think Prophet has already put that in, but if you're
Right.
listening,
If you're listening, get the number. Always get a hold of me, 1-877-377-2854.
right.
Okay. I want to tell you that, it's becoming very interesting as we look at the times where are changing, with all this stuff that's going on with the Doge and all that's going on and people and Big B, you and I get on every weekend and we go on WURD and we talk about every time there's a recall of something or something has been found in products and things like that. I'm going to
Yes.
tell you, you got to investigate and speculate. Everything is suspect. So when you
Yeah.
open up a package of anything,
Oh, yes, man.
I want y'all to start to investigate everything that you get.
Yeah.
Clean it, wash it, whatever you got to do. Make sure you are examining your food and what you're preparing for your food, because a lot of people that are coming through, a lot of poison is happening
Yes.
with poisoning, food
So very
poisoning.
true. So very true.
So just stay on top of that. That's my word for my testimony for everyone that has been coming through. Stay on point. Stay on points. Okay, keep it up and keep doing the things that we talk about here on the Family Tree. Okay.
All right, you got it.
All right.
Dr. P. Vaughn wants to know, what is a recommendation for loud snoring and sleep apnea?
A pillow.
I hope you heard that, Vaughn. A pillow.
A pillow. No. First, what we try to do, they would need to assess what's calling on. Now, the person that's snoring, of course, this can be a problem for the other significant other or the person that's with all the time, because they're snoring all the time. Is and that hall that's happening has a lot to do with breathing. So we start off with breathing. I always tell folks to get your breathing right first. Start to, help them with their breathing, because some people are not breathing right. You know how we talk about when we sit, and if you had an RM3A with me done, what's the first thing we talk about? When I sit you in the chair, what's the first thing we talk about? Y'all remember that? We say what? I say, let me see you breathe, right?
Yes.
That's what, let me see you breathe. That's the first thing. And then I would tell you, about 75% of the people are breathing wrong. And I
Yes.
really say that's not an exaggerated number. 75% of the people are breathing from the chest
Yes,
up.
yes.
And a lot of that has a lot of tension in your upper body and your throat and everywhere in that area of the sinuses and everything. You get that whole mucus Also dairy, all of those things have and play a part. So I would start with breathing. So how do we breathe? Remember, we breathe in where?
Belly.
When you breathe in, some people say, "Well, I breathe in my nose or my mouth?" Who
Breathe
knows
in through
what
your
do you
nose
do?
and push your belly out.
That's right. Breathe in your
And
nose.
don't lift your shoulders.
Abdominal breathing.
And yeah, diaphragmatic breathing right in your belly,
Mhm.
right? So when you breathe in, it should be nothing that you should just let it happen naturally.
Yeah.
It's really like a singer. Breathe in, everybody breathe in. Stomach just comes out. Don't throw the chest up.
That's right.
And then when you breathe out,
Like you're
that,
playing a trumpet, Dr. T.
like you're breathing. They call it pursed lip breathing. Pursed lip. When you
Mhm.
breathe out like a straw. So when you're doing this is letting you're balancing your cadence. And what happens is when you were sleeping, some people are side sleepers, some people are back sleepers. Some people notice that when they snore, they only snore on this side. Or
Yes.
some say some only snore on their back. They say roll over. So whatever the situation is, I would start with the breathing first, and then stay away from dairy because that's really where it's. I find a lot of people have a lot of mucus buildup, and that can cause a problem. Okay, so I would have to assess them ultimately. That was it.
Uh-oh.
All right. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Any, what else we got?
All right, Rochelle, and then we'll go up and catch Dr. Brenda. So, what sources of the website can I search for that have legitimate statistics on people who have recovered or passed away from COVID, measles, etc.?
That's the CDC website. That's supposed to be the official site, CDC. But I believe that they're still in their
updating mode.
They're in the updating mode right now. Of course, with all of the Doge things that are going on, they're revamping everything, and
and they don't have enough people really to kind of handle all this stuff.
yeah,
That's the
there
main
was
thing,
some.
Dr. Fitz.
Yeah, some people were saying they were underreporting, not reporting at all. That's what that whole thing is about, to investigate. They're called what they call trimming the fat, trying to find out what's going on. But that's the official site, supposedly, because if there's any statistics that are considered acceptable data, that's supposed to be. That's what they've been legislated to do, is to track that information. So any issues with people who had issues with COVID, the rates of side effects, all of that's supposed to be the CDC, supposedly. Yeah. All right.
Okay,
CDC.com, I think it is. Is that it, Big B?
Yep, that's it.
Okay. Yep.
All right, Dr. Brenda. Then we'll go back to the side.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's .gov.
.gov, yeah.
Yep, .gov. Yep.
Somebody had put in the chat, they asked a question about collagen, which made me think about this big new thing now about taking a colostrum supplement. Now, being an OB, colostrum, still my understanding after almost 40 years, is that's the first discharge that comes out of the breast when you put the baby to the breast for the first time. How in the heck did they get this stuff? And what the heck is this stuff supposed to do? Because it makes no sense.
Where is it coming from?
You opened up a can of worms there. Because if you're doing all of these things, first of all, is for what? When you have breast milk of any kind, it's for what? It's from the mammary glands for that mother, for that baby. That's it. And we are the only species that continues to drink milk from another species long after infancy. So that's already a problem. So it's catering to the child or the calf or whatever it's doing. So when you start to now, what were you saying now? You were saying that what are they doing now?
They're selling this stuff in the jar.
Yeah.
Add to stuff, and it's called colostrum.
Oh yeah. There's a big market online of women selling breast milk.
Yeah,
now,
man.
here's the problem.
They're not selling breast milk. This is some other kind of product. That comes in a powder. You have to look it up. It's
in a powder form.
It's in a powder form. Yeah, and you can take it and add it to whatever. No,
Help us, Lord.
That's just
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah. So now
Yeah,
here's
it is.
where it happened though. This is probably where it took a wild turn. See, if y'all been following this, they did a whole thing on like 60 Minutes on this whole thing about women selling breast milk online. But
Mhm.
then, and it was really booming. That some women they were making a lot of money, and then people were buying it. But then all of a sudden, infections started happening.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
infections
don't know what
started happening.
somebody's got.
Yeah,
That's right.
Ain't that the
exactly.
truth?
So follow me. So what happened was they said, well, wait a minute, maybe, by that happening, it's sitting out. They're mailing it to people. I mean,
Yeah,
literally
buddy.
they're sending it to people. So the infection rate started going up and they said, all right, we got to regulate this. So I would just take an educated guess that this is for the reason or the fallout from that. So now they said, well, why don't we just give it to them in the powder form? In this form like this, and just let them do it themselves. And it's a form of really just like dehydrating it. And then you just what? You
Yep.
would add water to it. What are they telling you to do to it?
You add it to a smoothie or whatever.
Ew.
Oh,
Ew.
God.
My
Ew.
God.
That's all I got to say.
And
Ew.
what's this supposed to do? Help preserve your skin or make you look younger or something? What is this?
No, it's supposed to boost your immune system.
Right. Now,
I'm
Ew.
sorry, but
Yeah.
it only boosts
Who's
your
immune
immune
system?
Kind of
system
late for
when it
that.
comes fresh from the source.
Oh, ew. That's nasty.
That's
Yes.
what I
oh my
said.
No,
goodness,
you
this is terrible. This is terrible.
That's
It's
just nasty.
terrible.
Gross.
It
Oh,
is so gross. That is really
hey, what's that? It's just
that
bottled
is
Bottled at the
bottled at the
source.
source.
Did the same thing.
That's about right. Wow.
Capitalism for you.
That's a
Jay
different
says
bottle
bottle
at
at
the
the
source.
source. Oh my
So
Lord.
hear
That's
me.
amazing.
So I would say be careful with all of that stuff. You don't know where it's coming from. You don't know what that person's eating. Number one, because that's really, like I said, it's just getting weird, y'all. Just leave it
Yeah.
alone. Interesting that you would bring that up though, but these are some of the trends that are trending on social media right now. So just be
And then
careful. Yeah.
somebody had also asked about collagen in the chat, and that's what made me think about it. So
Yeah. I believe that's the fallout from the infection in the breast milk that they were having problem with. But people are doing it. Another reason they take it is because of the oxytocin. That's what they're using. Some people are saying that there's a level of oxytocin. Of course, y'all know what oxytocin is the love hormone.
yeah.
Yes.
And it's found only in breast milk. So it helps some people with their confidence. I don't know.
Let us
It's
pray.
weird. Leave it alone.
That's cray.
It's crazy. It really is
It's
crazy.
really cray for days.
All right.
All right.
We
That's
live in
it,
a
Dr. Brother.
strange world we live in.
I know
Bro.
it.
Strange world.
I'm just
All right.
waiting for a patient to
Women,
ask me
watch
about
out.
that.
Oh
They're
my.
not gonna
Okay.
like my answer.
They're not gonna like your answer.
All right.
All right, let's go. What's the next one?
Go,
That's what next.
Calvin, you there?
Oh goodness.
Next question.
Calvin.
Okay.
There you go,
Hey,
Calvin.
Dr. Paul.
Yes, Calvin. What's up, buddy?
Yeah, how you doing, man?
I'm doing well,
How y'all
man.
doing? Last Sunday I was listening to your show, and on the Green Hour, and you were talking about vegetables and fruit that were
Mm-hmm.
clean.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow the Facebook feed, it didn't give you the whole show. And you were talking about
It dropped out on us, Calvin.
it
Yeah,
dropped out. And,
they did. They told us they dropped out. Yep.
yeah, you were talking about sweet corn, and I'm thinking, well, Dr. Paul always says corn is genetically modified. How can it be clean? I thought about that. And then you said because you were saying these clean fruits like watermelon, and I'm thinking, well, watermelon has a lot of nitrate in it. How can it be clean? So I
Well,
was thinking about that.
Well, remember, let me clean that up for you, okay? Because this was called the Clean 15. Got
Yes.
it? Now,
Right.
what they're doing, this is specifically looking for pesticides, okay? Not nitrates
Okay.
necessarily, but these are pesticides. These are also the atrazines, the chlorpyrifos, things like the glyphosates, all the other different ones that are out there. And these were the cleanest of them. Now, sweet
Okay.
corn, now, remember now, not all is genetically modified. There's a percentage that is not. Okay. So we just want to make that's clear. Okay. I said don't mess with corn because it's undigestible. That's
Yeah.
a whole other thing. Yeah, that's where you got to watch that. And that the excess of nitrogen being sprayed into the soil is what's causing these nitrite levels to go high. So a lot of like vegan vegetarians, those that are eating a lot of fruits and vegetables and doing a lot of juicing are coming in with things like, high blood pressure, cholesterol issues, issues with clotting. And it's coming from a lot of the pesticides. So that's why these would be, if I would say the clean or the closest to clean you can get. That's what these are. So they, EWG, write that down, y'all. EWG.org.
Now, I go on that website because I was looking at something today, and they were talking about smartwatches, right? They were saying like a lot of smartwatches hidden forever chemicals found in popular high-end smartwatches and fitness tracker bands, PFAS. So they're saying that because I have a smartwatch. I know it when I go walk, I always check my steps and what have you.
Mm-hmm.
I have a rowing machine. I do that every day. I'm always checking my progress. So what they're saying with these smartwatches is like you need to get a silicone smartwatch band because the fact that these chemicals may be in this PFAS, may be within the watch of the the wristwatch or the fitness tracker. So.
Yeah, and you're absolutely you're spot on. Calvin, we are in the the very early Genesis in education when it comes to these things called PFAS.
Yeah.
So as people make it more aware, you're going to see people make the adjustments. Just like when they used to tell you, everybody thought smoking was good. Remember that when when the doctors were you doing the Camel commercials, the Camel unfiltered smoking.
Yeah, man.
See, when you don't know something's toxic, you don't know.
Oh, no.
But that's what's happening right now. We're coming into a generation where we're realizing that the very chemicals that have been around us all along have been the most toxic and most poisonous because they're finding the PFAS, these polyfluoroalkyl in all of our foods. It's in everything. So I think they're making the adjustment. I think we're going to see more, people being, more conscious about it. More companies are. And you do the best you can do. That's really what we're trying. Yeah.
Yeah. But I just had those things. I just wanted
Okay. Thank you, buddy. That's good stuff, Calvin. Stay on top of it, buddy. Stay on top of it. All right.
All right, man.
Okay.
All right, Dr. Bob, before we go to Nita, let's take this one thing from Wade. Says a buddy of mine is in the hospital for an infection in the colon. I told him he has to make some lifestyle changes when he gets out. What would you suggest put this person in balance?
That's a loaded question. That's a lot, like everything.
That's a whole everything.
Yeah, when you got it comes back to the food you're eating. That's it. What you put in your colon is the direct effect of what you put in your body, what you're eating. People, we have to learn how to eat. We got to learn how to eat right. We have never been taught how to do that. How to eat and how to shop. What is good, what is nutrients, what is, how to even move your bowels, we don't know how to do these things. I was very fortunate to have a grandmother who, she used to say, "Little Paul, did you boo-boo today?"
Ooh, 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 ooh.
And I was like, man, it was so embarrassing, but guess what? She was preparing me. She was preparing me even as a young child. And with that, we're gotten away from fundamental skills.
Yes.
That's what I try to do when we sit down and we go through an assessment. I help the person, get a healthy lifestyle by first giving them the fundamentals. We got to do the fundamentals, y'all. We got to go back to the fundamentals. He has to learn how to eat. Top 10 toxic foods. Go to the website, grab that, buy the Mastering a Healthy Lifestyle Guide, Wade, and give it to him, and you share with him what you know. That's the way it starts also. So be the witness for him, and help him along the way. That's what we say. Okay. All right.
All right. Anita, up next.
Hi, everyone.
Hey,
I've just, for had put in the chat, learning how to poop, which is very good. And I went through that list I just want to add to that
Yes.
list.
Where she put it in there? She put it in there. Learning
Yeah,
how to
learning
poop.
how to poop.
Yep, sir.
Yeah, which is really good. I just want to add one thing, prophetess. Get a step stool, and when you go sit on that toilet, pull that stool out and put your feet up, and it will slide on out.
Yeah.
I have
Right.
in every bathroom. So
All right.
That's right. That's right.
Right.
Where is it? I don't see it. Did I was that before I
It's at
mentioned that?
8:05. It says 8:05. Learning how to poop. Get your
Learning
body
how to poop.
prepared. Massage
Wow.
your stomach colon right up.
Oh my
Up,
goodness.
stop.
Now, were you responding on that, or did I respond
yeah,
after that?
I
Or
was
did
just adding. I was
You were
adding.
adding to it.
Oh
Get the
wow.
step stool and pull it out and put your
Yeah.
feet up. Elevate your feet on
Yeah.
that because it
Yeah.
helps. You know,
Yeah.
the bush form.
Yeah, Bushman. Yeah, Bushman.
Bushman. Yeah.
And then they got this thing called the squatty potty. You heard
Yeah.
of squatty potty? It goes right under your toilet. It actually fits perfect under there. So
Oh,
you
okay.
slide it out like a little drawer, slides out, and you put your feet up on it.
Feet up
Yeah.
on it. Okay.
Yeah.
I just use my step stool.
The squatty potty. Okay.
Isn't
Yeah.
that from Shark Tank? Squatty Potty?
Yeah. That's the one. Yeah. That's it. Squatty
Get
potty.
plastic, you can get oak wood, you can get different types.
Yeah.
Wow. Yep. And it makes a difference because you're going back to the Bushman technique of moving
Yeah.
forward, and it presses on the ascending, transverse, and descending side of the colon. So when you're moving forward, you're helping it process to move out of the system as much as you can. So it does happen. You know, we did that class where we talked about, how you massage the tummy. Y'all remember that? We massage the tummy, prepare yourself, let your body know. And then if you do this on a regular basis, your body will walk into a rhythm in that cycle so you can prepare yourself to eliminate. So who's eating when they eat soon after eliminates? Who's doing that? Is that working for everybody?
Wow.
If you get the water right, it will work.
If you get the water right, it certainly will.
Yeah.
That'll help a whole lot.
You should. If you eat, you should be eliminating. Y'all hear that? That's on those that are on phone too. Some people saying, "Well, I ain't never here. I've never done that before."
Say what?
Just like a baby.
They say, you say, "Well, how many times do you eliminate?" They say, "Oh, I go. I'm good. I'm good.
I go about once a month.
I go at least once a day.
Once a month.
Once a month.
Hey, y'all laughing, but guess what? I had a patient one time. She said that she goes one time a month.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Remember, John Wayne died because of that.
Yeah.
And when he died with 50 pounds of feces in his abdomen.
Yeah, they said Elvis Presley did too.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, they're
I
really
think it was the drugs that killed him.
Well,
Yeah.
that is correct.
They just said
that helped. That helped.
Well, no matter what, they were full of it.
Yeah, it is true, full of it. All right, Laurie, you're up next.
All right.
Laurie?
Hello.
There you
You
go.
hear me? Yeah. I have a question. How can you get rid of leaky gut?
Well, starts with like we're talking about right now. You got to stay away from certain types of food. The leaky gut tends to be a big problem because I would say start with cleansing every change of seasons. Colon cleanse, parasite formula. Got it? You got to start to move. You got to get the fundamentals of understanding that I got to get this stuff out of me. And if I'm eating 3 times a day, I got to eliminate 3 times a day. And if you're not, it starts to now literally bore holes in your intestines.
Mm-hmm.
Well, see,
And then
I
when it
go
starts,
about 4 or 5 times a day.
okay, now the question is, what type are you moving? Because a lot of people will say I go a lot of times, but it's not full bowel movements. Got it? So that's important. There's I did a whole thing on what does your poop look like? Y'all remember that class? Look like. So you have to examine yourself. Is it, is it loose? Is it together? Is it running? There's different variations of poop.
Stringy.
Yep, stringy. A lot of it has a lot because you'll get, that has to be addressed on how are you eliminating. So start with number 1, getting the gut in order. If you're doing that, if you're eating soon after eliminating, if you still have leaky gut, that's in the lines of parasitic. Okay, so that's parasitic issues you got to address because that's, you got to look at the candida, the yeast. So that means stay away from what? Sugar.
Sugar,
Watch the
yeah.
sugar. Usually signs of that also reflect in the scalp. You'll start to see yeast in the scalp. Things like, you'll start to see it in the tongue and the vaginal areas. You'll see it on the feet. All of these these are things that you got to look for. Got it? Because if that's happening, too much sugar. Got it?
Too much sugar, right?
Too much sugar. That's where candida and all that stuff comes from. That starts to now that gets a chance to bore a hole, leaves a hole, and then that starts to come out. That waste is starting to come out. And then that can now move into areas with women, top of the uterus, 1 inch from the navel, top of the uterus, right in that area, fibroid cyst tumors. Got it? So we're calling on a whole lot of other stuff that of internal toxicity happening now.
Right.
So it starts with the colon cleanse parasite. Definitely stay away from the sugar. The sugar is the bad one.
Yes, it is. One more quick question.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, I just had an accident. I had fell on the ground, face front, and I got a bunch of scars on my face. And I was wondering, what can I use to help heal and take away these marks?
Well, there's a lot of things you can do. Cuts, or you just saying scrapes?
I fell face right on cement. My face.
So it's kind of like
I lost my balance and just went down. And I tried to protect, but I couldn't.
Yeah, anything that deals with skin or derma, I would immediately address it with aloe vera gel. That's what it is. Yeah, because that helps with the healing process of derma and skin. Aloe vera gel is something that soothes at the same time as it is also healing and astringent quality. There's a lot of things that you can use, the shea butters, the vitamin E's, things like that, but tends to work really well for healing principles would be aloe vera gel. That's good. There's a lot of salves that you can use also. Go to your herbal stores. There's a lot of them that usually will have like a beeswax, some form of beeswax base, and they can all help you. There's so many that you can name. So
Dr. Christopher's black ointment will
yep,
help.
black ointment. Sometimes
black ointment.
yeah, it could be that. Now, Dr. Christopher's black ointment, you got to be careful a little bit because that could be a little bit aggressive on, especially if you just cut yourself.
Yeah,
You want to
it's
take
fresh.
something. That's why I always say after it starts to heal, then you can come with that. But start with something with the open wounds, and you got like that strawberry, like Big B. Remember we used to slide in the second base and
Yeah,
get the
man.
strawberries,
All
strawberries on your
left
butt.
side, boy. Yeah, man. I know that's right.
Boy, that used to hurt, man.
Man.
Man, that used to hurt. So that's kind of what that strawberry sliding thing going on. Aloe vera. We used to always use aloe vera. Yep.
And then
Aloe
my
vera gel.
favorite.
Yeah.
And then favorite.
What was that?
I said, and then my favorite.
Sea buckthorn.
Sea buckthorn. That's right. Need the sea buckthorn.
Okay. Thank you so
sea
much.
buckthorn. That's
All
right.
Laurie.
That sea buckthorn does wonders, y'all. Let me tell you.
All right. Sea buckthorn. Okay.
All
All right.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Good
All
stuff.
right,
Good
you got
stuff.
it.
Good
All right.
stuff.
All right.
All right, Dr. We got Marche. Marche, you there?
Hey, Marche.
Marche, you there?
Hey, Marche, you there?
Yes, I'm here. I'm
Okay.
here. Good evening, everyone. My question was, Dr. Paul, I don't eat meat like that, right? And I've been working out in the gym. Should I just keep on doing what I'm doing as far as the green drinks with the supplements, or once I come in with the girls next week, we could talk more about it because I'm trying to gain a little bit more of a flat stomach.
Wait a
And
minute. You trying to gain more of a flat stomach? Wait a
no,
minute.
I wanted to say gain a little bit more buttocks, but I didn't know how to
I knew where she was
phrase
going,
that.
Dr. Paul. That's when she said, ha ha. I knew what that was.
I figured that. I got you. You know what?
The
Well,
bootay.
for the buttocks,
The buttocks.
the buttocks.
The buttocks.
Well, the best way you can do that is squats and also the stairs. That's the two
Okay.
things. Those are the ones you do, and also there's leg pushes from the back. There's machines that you can go, but that's the one. It's funny because when I go to the gym, that's all the women are on those machines. And
But Billy,
the squatting, or they're on the step machine. The step
Yeah.
machine where they
Okay.
climb. And then
Okay.
some people that's what they use because stretching has a lot to do with that. Stretching that area of the back, just making sure that you're getting proper extension with the back muscle because, the gluteus maximus with you,
Yes, right.
and also the back thighs and the front of the thighs, the knees, the calves. Don't forget about the rest of the stuff. Got it? People tend to go in and exaggerate just one group of muscles, and then they look off. They look they're out of balance, and you see a guy come in there like this, right? And then you look down and he got like 10 legs. You be like,
Ain't
yo,
that the
man, you
truth?
missing leg day, bro.
No, they be saying inside of the some of the get fit groups on Facebook,
Right.
Protein is king and all this stuff, but I know that it's protein in the green shake or the green drink that
Yeah.
you have.
Yeah, complex
And I know
carbohydrates.
that
Yeah.
I don't have to eat meat for me to get this done. But I just want to express to everybody that since I saw you, I will never forget the date, December the 16th, 2024. The green drink has really made me feel much, much better. And
Awesome.
I'm just drinking the chill water with and just drinking it plain. Every once in a while I have smoothies in between, but I'm eating a lot of fruit and things like that, and eating the beans that have protein. I ain't doing too much beans, but meat, I can't even stand the smell of it being cooked for many a years, over 6 or 7 years now. So I barely buy any meat, but my kids still eat meat, but they're not really big on meat at the same time because this just been the lifestyle since I met you in 2006. So I just want to let y'all all know when Dr. Paul saw me, I barely can walk. I was eating a lot of seafood because I grew up on seafood. I can eat it all week, and it had me so stiff. It had me hurting so bad. I barely can walk. And now I've been drinking this green drink. I just feel so much better, so much better on top of the herbs that you have.
Awesome, y'all. I think that's a stealth testimony right there. Everybody come off mute.
Congratulations. Great job,
Marche. Yes.
Marche, you say you just drink it also with just water? You don't put any juice?
No, I don't put no juice in it. Dr. Paul said he drink his straight, so I'm drinking mine straight. And I'm getting it done. Like I'm not joking. Like, because at one point in time when I had my 15-year-old premature, I had got real stressed out and I was crawling around making her bottles, and I had lost in touch with Dr. Paul at that time. And I don't know how I got myself back or whatever. I feel like I probably was fasting. I probably wasn't eating because I was overwhelmed. And I probably wound up feeling better after my cells regenerated after those couple of days. But it took me about 2 weeks to learn how to walk again. But this time, when it happened for the second time in my life, I said, I got to get the Dr. Paul. I got to get the Dr. Paul. And I got back in touch with him. And I have been feeling better. Been a 90-day straight thing. And I've been in the gym on and off.
Right.
Well, go ahead, girl. Go ahead, girl.
Yeah,
Go ahead, girl. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
There you go.
I just wanted to make that clear because some folk think you always have to have some kind of a juice or smoothie to put it in.
Oh, no juice or smoothie. I'm drinking it straight like how I did Patron back in 2000.
Oh, that's awesome.
People say that it can't be bad and worse than the way they used to drink.
Yeah, the way I used to drink, I might as well drink that straight if I want to feel good. You know what I mean? So that's what
All
I'm
right.
That's
doing.
powerful. That's powerful right there.
That's
That's
that's it.
testimony right there.
All right,
Thank you,
Marche.
Marche. We love you now.
Yes,
Thank you
sir.
so
All right,
much. Keep up
indeed.
the great work and look forward to seeing you and the girls next week. All right?
Yes.
All
All
right.
right, Dr.
Take
Paul, we
care.
got
Take care.
iPhone 56, no name, but if you're there, and we're at 9 o'clock already, the iPhone 56. There
Thank
we go.
you. This is Yvette.
Hi,
Hi.
Yvette. How are
Hey, Yvette,
you?
Good
what's
and
going
you?
on? Mm-hmm.
All
Okay,
right.
so I just wanted to say that my church, Denon, had a know your numbers for women, and all of my results were pretty good. Cholesterol was in normal range, BMI, healthy weight. I just made it with the
Mm,
healthy weight. 1 more pound, I would have been in what do you call it? What's the next one up?
mm,
Overweight.
mm-hmm.
But I lost 27 pounds since I've
All
been
right.
Oh,
All
that's
with
great.
right.
this
All
That's
with
great.
right.
with
That's
this family here with you, Dr. Paul and Big
mm.
Bill. I thank you for that 27 pounds. I didn't think I could ever lose. My belly is flat and I
All
can't
right,
believe
girl.
it.
Well, you go
Um,
ahead. We
Go with
got
your
another
bad
one,
self.
Big B.
See
We
that?
got another
They're
testimony
sleuthing
coming in here.
all around the place today, Doc. See?
Y'all tell you, let's give her a hand,
That's great.
Yvette.
Glad to hear that.
Congratulations.
Great job, Yvette.
Congratulations.
Thank
Great
you. And
job,
then
Congratulations.
I,
Yvette.
I have hair
Great
growth,
job.
which is a blessing. Like
Go
I
ahead,
was,
girl.
yeah, my hair is starting to fill in. I'm very happy about that. I've been doing a lot of Mary Ruth Organics. Um, and I love her vitamins. Also, I've been taking the eliminator, and I notice when I take it, I get these red spots on my face. So I'm wondering, is that the parasites coming out or what is that?
Yeah, purging. Yeah, that's it.
Really?
Yep, they're
I have
purging. Yep.
parasites inside?
We
Oh,
Big
all
Bill
have
said
we
it.
all
everybody
have
does. We all
parasites.
have parasites, Yvette, so
Here's
don't
the
get
here's
Oh.
the
upset.
thing, Yvette.
Everybody has
Yeah,
it.
everybody has it. Now, if anybody ever tell you, I don't care how clean, how disciplined they believe and say they are, anybody that's doing anything, we all have parasites, but what to
Amen.
level and what degree, that's the problem. Some of
Yeah.
them are more infested in the system, and it may be because of the eating meats and things like that, or just contaminated and just don't move the system. So we all have them. It's part of the process of tearing down
Yes.
and the
Yes.
body, tearing down, just anything, matter. That's what maggots do. Maggots,
Yeah.
when you throw out your trash, right? Sometimes you
Well,
see the little maggots there. They're breaking matter down. If we didn't have these things, nothing would actually tear down in destruction. So you just make sure that you don't get it to a level where it becomes an infestation inside of you. And that's when you start to do the proper things like cleanse, get it in, get it
get it
out.
out. That's
Got
right.
it? That's what the colon cleanse and why we sweep with that. So it's some people, the one question I will always get with, they'll say, well, Doc, will I see anything?
Only if you ain't looking.
And I say, no, in most cases, unless you have a strong
Ew, that's
infestation,
nasty.
it's
Ew.
usually pen. You don't even see them. All
Yeah,
right, so
you don't really
just
see it.
just follow through. Okay, just follow through.
So on my cheeks, that red are parasites on my cheeks?
It could be something purging from the system. It doesn't have to
Oh,
have necessarily have to be that, but it's
oh,
just any bumps, blisters, boils, psoriasis, eczema, rashes. That's your liver cleansing.
Yeah,
Got it?
that's
That's
all.
what it is. Now, to help the process of it to move faster, you would make sure you're drinking plenty of water. Got it?
yes,
You got to
yes.
make sure. So when you see that happening, make sure you're grabbing that water and making sure you're getting enough. Now, again, aloe vera helps that out. Got it? Aloe vera helps as an astringent to draw those things out and also heal the skin. Got it?
Oh.
So you would apply that with more water and more aloe vera gel. Not to diagnose, treat, kill, prevent disease, just food for the soul. Got it?
Yeah, so I have another question. I was listening to this video with this hair nutritionist or nutritionist, I'm sorry, and she said that we like on a weekly basis, it's like we're eating a plastic credit card every week because of the
Yes.
plastic
Yes.
that is surrounding, like wrapped around the vegetables and whatever else we have.
Hmm.
Maybe water bottles too. So I'm like, I'm paranoid. Like, what do I do? There's no glass bottles for water, and so is that true?
What they're giving you is the understanding of, like I was telling Deke, or actually Calvin the earlier. I think it was Calvin we were talking about, and that was that you're discovering how PFAS, polyfluoroalkyl, and how the particulates are being found everywhere. They're going to find it everywhere. Okay.
Yep. Yep.
The key is get it in, get it out. Remember, this is why I tell you so much and I emphasize so much on the detox. You got to get these binders. Those binders are what? Herbs that what? Bind to this stuff and pulls it out of you.
Pulls it out.
So yes, they have done research and said that the average person per day is eating has enough plastic to make a credit card. That's what they're saying. And that's because that's taking it on coffee cups, straws, cup containers, plastic things. They're putting things in microwaves. You're storing food in plastics. You're what else? You're cooking in Teflon type pots and pans and things like that. All of these particulates and things are causing toxicity to you. So what does that say to you? Don't be afraid. You got it? So you just got to get
Yes.
moving. Just get it moving.
Yeah.
Okay. Out the
Yeah.
system, like in the
Yep.
toilet.
Yep. You got it. Get it moving. Yep.
Can I ask one other question? Because one of the participants asked, what kind of Mary Ruth do I use? And just like I use the multivitamin, they have a liquid morning and
Mm-hmm.
they have a liquid nighttime multi-mineral.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also use the iron, the liquid iron. And I know when I saw you, you had mentioned I had a thyroid situation, even though my blood test showed me something different, but that explained probably the hair loss. So I do take vitamin D3, and
Mm-hmm.
just to mention just one more, collagen booster.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All good.
So
See all the things that you're doing. See, you're getting it from a good source. Mary Ruth is a good source for nutrition. So remember, as long as they have organics and they've made the commitment to be organic, you're good. All right. So there's no bad herbs if it's done properly. They're all the same. We're just watch the process. And if you're doing that, apply the principle. Yeah, you
is the
can.
iron good for the thyroid?
Iron is more like it's the iodine that's good for the
Oh,
thyroid. Right.
oh,
Right. See,
oh,
you're
okay.
looking at things like sea vegetables. Got it? Sea
Uh-huh.
vegetables is good for balancing hypothyroidism. So kelp,
Right.
chlorella,
Right.
spirulina, any of the algae are all good. Chlorella and kelp is where I rotate around, right around that. Yep. And also kelp salt. I would also, ladies, I would say definitely start to implement that in your food also. Like kelp granules. Y'all know about
Okay.
kelp granules? Do y'all know about
No,
kelp granules?
no.
Okay, you can add kelp granules. Punch in, go to Google, and you can punch in what's called kelp granules. And this is something that you can use as an alternative to salt. It is a unrefined salt. Got it? It's used for things like if you want to use something in your greens, like if you have some greens and you want to use it instead of using meat, you use kelp. Kelp is a good alternative. So that transitions and it gives it a lot of flavoring, but it also helps to keep you in balance with the thyroid,
Right. Right.
hyperhypothyroidism.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Good stuff. All right.
Dr.
Okay.
Paul, is
Thank
the,
you.
the bitter herbs and the binder herbs the same thing?
What was that?
Is the bitter herbs and the binder herbs the same thing?
Yes, they are the same. Yep. All binders are bitter. That is correct. Cape
Okay.
aloes is a good one. Yep. That's why in the green and the if you're looking at things like the colon cleanse that I have, you'll notice I have the inside of here is going to be, where is it? Right there,
Right
right
there.
there,
Right
right
there.
there.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to have the Cape aloes. The Cape aloes that I have is from South Africa. And that's the family that's one of the most bitters that you can get that binds to a lot of this stuff, pulls that stuff right out of you. So, yes, that is correct.
How do you spell that?
Cape, CAPE, aloes, ALOES, not to be confused with aloe vera gel.
And that
Called
helps
Keep.
with what?
It's a binder, pulls
Oh,
things out of you. That's what's part
oh,
of the colon cleanse. Got it? Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
Have a good night.
When he was asking that same question about the Mary Ruth product, were there any specific ones?
What do you mean? Any specific ones?
Juanita,
Meaning?
you're up next, so you can ask your question.
Mm-hmm.
She said, hi, as you mentioned, Mary Ruth products are what you use. I guess you've talked to Yvette.
Yeah. Mary Ruth. Mary Ruth is a good brand. I'm
No,
sorry.
I do use that brand. Hi, it's Juanita. I use that brand, but I was just, I get all of it. So I didn't, I kind of heard some of her comments about what she was mentioning, but then I kind of like it, I couldn't hear the rest of it. So I was
Okay.
just trying to clarify.
Okay.
But I do have a question
Okay.
if I can.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Okay. My sister started experiencing seizures at the age of we'll tell them at the age of 32. She doesn't
Mm-hmm.
smoke. She doesn't she lives a regular life or so, whatever. And she has these seizures only when she sleep at night. Like
Mm-hmm.
it wakes her up and she's not aware of them, but my mom is watching her has the seizures. So she don't know. So when
Mm-hmm.
she comes out of it and it's like full seizures, it's not just focal. It's full, like she's shaking, she gets
Mm-hmm.
stiff, she gets so she had to change her diet completely. Like she cannot have anything. So my mom just does stuff for her, like makes her vegetables and stuff. But there's things that trigger. Like sometimes my sister may have a moment where she gets a cracker or gets something and then she'll have a seizure that night, but it's only
Mm-hmm.
when she sleeps.
Mm-hmm.
Any
Mm-hmm.
suggestions for that?
Well, definitely an assessment with that. That's definitely a you have to make sure that the food and the choices of food are on point. So fundamentally basic, go back to the water, things like that. She needs an assessment. Okay. Definitely. And
Mhm.
then we move forward because if there's something that's missing, whenever there's seizures, you're dealing with things like neurotransmitters, synapses. One of the ones that we use comes to mind, tyrosine. Yep, tyrosine is one not to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent disease, just food for the soul. But those are dealing like tyrosine is like one of the what they call precursors to neurotransmitting. And if there's something going on there, we got to do a full assessment to find out what's going on there because that could be you could be it regulates mood, attention, cognitive function, all these different things that are going on at one time, okay? So you would need an assessment first before we move forward. But there's a lot of good stuff out there. There's a lot of good stuff
Okay.
that can help her out. Okay.
When and where can I get this?
All right.
Now,
Okay, so
are
just
she in
reach out to
Philadelphia?
you. Okay.
Yeah, is she in
Yeah,
Philadelphia?
we're in
Yeah,
Philly.
yeah.
Yep, we're
You
in
in Philly?
Philly.
Okay, come
Yes.
on up and get an assessment. Ask for the works, and then from there, I'll tell you based on where the numbers, if I see any imbalances, and I'll give you the protocol that we have. We have protocols for certain situations like that to help to balance out. We say the balancers of the precursors of those neurotransmitters helps you think better. Dealing with the dopamine of the body. Stress free, all those things get you in the right state. Okay.
Okay. Can it
All
be
right.
a missing of a vitamin or something like a mineral or something she's
That's what
missing? That's what you'll
that's what
assess
we're
for?
that's exactly what we're talking about. That's exactly what we're talking
Okay.
about. So we gotta
Okay, thank you.
we have to just one more thing. We look for a
Uh-huh.
baseline. We're looking for a baseline first. Before we move forward, we gotta look at a baseline. And a lot of that, I'm gonna tell you, a lot of the cases that I've seen, a lot of them are based in dehydration.
All right.
Got it? Dehydrations.
Mm.
Yep. So make sure what kind of water is she drinking? You know,
The geyser, the crystal geyser.
okay, is she drinking the right amount? Remember, she has to drink
That
the right
not
amount.
really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's always
Would it
yeah.
is that half her body weight?
Yep, make sure it's
The
half the
amount.
body weight in
Half of them
ounces.
ounces.
Yep, it's a lot of
Okay.
dehydration involved with that because the neurotransmitters can't function without water. Yep, and also
Okay.
toxicity expression. How old is she, by the way? One more thing. How old is she?
She's 33.
Okay, yes, she's very young. Yep. So
Yeah.
come on, Ben. Come on in, get an assessment, and we'll take it from there. Okay.
Does your assessments do trace minerals? Like, can you can you see if metals in the body or
Well, we're
anything?
not. No, you would need to do a specific test for that. There's a heavy metal testing that would be done, but that would be in the line of some of the things that we have to look for. Definitely. So you can do a
Okay.
heavy metal. There's heavy metal testing that you can do right online. You can get heavy metal testing kits. So if we see something, that would be some of the things that I look at as far as recommendations. So again, come on in for an assessment, okay?
Okay, Dr.
Okay,
B.
we'll come in. Thank you.
Okay,
All
take
right,
care.
Thank you
two
so
last.
much, Ed.
All right, two last questions. For this one was earlier, and I missed it. Please share thoughts on bulgur, farro, and brown rice, and then about the protein. This one, Eva, is sort of also matching Andrea's over on Facebook about protein. If you don't eat meat or eat a lot of meat, how much protein should you have daily? Well, the first thing about the farro.
Well, remember, you're trying to get, they're going to give you different levels of protein. I'm going to tell you fruit, vegetables, nuts, berries, seeds. Got it? The building blocks for the cells. If you have a protein thing that we're looking, plant-based is always the key. You know, when they always saying, well, how much should you have? And they're talking about other types of protein. You need that complex carbohydrates, the proteins that are really going to really give you the energy that you need. So I would say don't go for the numbers, because when you start doing the numbers, it's going to throw you off. Green drinks, things like that. Stay in rotation with what is already natural. Got it?
Right.
There are some things you can increase, like proteins. I do the Lewis Lab, has a good brand. Lewis Lab, remember I told you about the brewer's yeast? Those are things that you can get a lot of good stuff from. There's a lot of stuff out there, but never let no one tell you that meat is the greatest protein.
I know that's right.
Meat is not the greatest protein.
Pre-digested, no less.
Only the plant can reach up and grab the nitrogen out the air to pull down to be the building blocks for the cell.
Amen.
And the only reason that the animal has protein is because the animal eats the plant. That's it.
That's right.
Got
exactly
it?
right. That's
So
right.
keep
That's why
that
I
in
call
mind.
pre-digested protein.
Yeah, and I think it's just the industry that's gotten people counting numbers and counting things and trying to throw you off.
All about the money. All about the money.
All about the money. So don't get too into that.
9:17, but we're at the wrap, dude. No, we're all done.
All right, Big B. Let's see. Let's tell everyone how they can be a part of the family tree, and with that, support the family tree. Because Big B, we want to say thank you so much, man, for all that you do when you're putting and posting and putting things up there. So, family.
And then have me run Dr. Paul down and make sure I get all your answers. He's going to beat me up and stuff.
Yeah, between you and Natea. You and Natea after me all the time.
Yo, man.
And Ivy. I got certain people, y'all just tracking me down, man. I'm running. It's like I feel like I'm on this side, going that side.
Man, I know the deal, but that's okay. We still love you, brother. Yeah. You keep hanging in there.
All y'all right, guys. Got whips.
Yeah, well. Get on back. As always, make sure, guys, you want to get a copy of Tonight's Chance. What you got to do, send me an email, whereto.mechavideo@gmail.com. Again, mechavideo@gmail.com. And to support the family tree, you want to do what? Use my Cash App. That's $BILMORGAN, $BILMORGAN. And if you're still using through Zelle at your bank, guys, that's what? That's mechavideo@comcast.net. mechavideo@comcast.net. And or you can use a P.O. Box in Cherry Hill, Mullica Hill. That is P.O. Box 191 Mullica Hill, Jersey 08062. Okay. And by the way, for you guys who have Zelle on the app, stop using it because it's gone dead, and you have to go through your bank now. I just read that. Pay attention. All right.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, buddy. Big B.
Yeah,
hey,
man.
family, did y'all learn anything tonight? Did you learn anything tonight?
Always, man.
All right. We pray that everybody continue to stay on point. We say share this information. We don't charge you with anything other really than the truth. So
Yeah, buddy.
take this information, share it with your family, your friends. Be the person that really stirs the conversation about really family, health, and healing. You know, is the key. You know, your health is your wealth. All right.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
want to
Dr.
thank
Payne.
y'all for so much for tuning in. God bless y'all. May God keep y'all. And remember,
All
right, God bless
men, you gotta shine.
gotta
I want to
shine.
send a shout out and thanks
Thank
to Prophetess
you.
over there, aka Prophetess. Let's give her a hand.
As always, yes, sir. Fingers
All right.
where it's
And
at.
of course, without a doubt, let's give our host with the most
Blessings, everybody.
L. Morgan.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, Big Z, thank you, buddy.
Yeah, man, as always.
I want to
Of
thank
course, you
y'all.
want to say, how do I join the family tree? Guess what? Send that in an email to it. I'll let you know how you do that, guys. All right?
All right, all right.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
All right, we're going to turn the music up, and I want y'all to just follow me a little bit. I got a little exercise for y'all. All right, what we're going to start doing is, you know, when we start to doing this, I want to start to rotate the head like this. You know, roll like this. Don't rotate the shoulders. You're not going like this, right? Don't sway, just the head. Move it around slow. There you go. In one direction. And breathe. And breathe. And breathe. Good. One rotation. Breathe. Breathe. And stop. And go back the other way. Good. Whatever you did one side, do the other side. You gotta take your time, y'all. Stretch. Alright?
Yeah, buddy.
I want you to take your hands, put them over your head like this. Turn them inside out.
Yeah.
See Irene over there. And I want everybody to move to your right. The other right, Orion. The other right. There you go.
My right is your left mirror image.
You're right.
Come on, I say, leave me
Yeah,
alone.
go on to the other left. Go to the left. Good. Oh, there's some cool music right here.
Yeah.
Come on.
buddy. Yeah, buddy.
And come on back up. And I want you to take your head and I just want to just go right straight up like this. Straight up. And stretch.
Now like Marcy on the
Come
bass.
Come on down. And bring it on down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Breathe in. No. Breathe out. Come on, Facebook. Y'all watching too. I know. Come on. Breathe in. Breathe out. Go ahead. Oh, you like that one, Kamara? I see.
Yeah.
Breathe out. Good. Exhale. Blow it out. That carbon dioxide, right? Now shake it out. Come on, shake it out. Just like this. Shake it out. Get that activity of your limbs. You got to get that circulation going, right? Shake your shoulders. Good. I see you, Irene. I see you, Patricia. Come on now. Don't be scared to shake now. You ain't gonna shake nothing. Ain't gonna shake nothing.
Get it, Laurie. Get it, Marcy. All right, Irene. Patricia. I see your hands, Lisa. I see your hands.
Where's Lisa? There's Lisa. Where's Lisa?
Yeah, that's right. All right. I see you. Queen.
On the inside.
Big ways.
Good. All the way up.
Get it, Natalia. I see you. Hey, Natalia, I'm looking for a bill on that hair.
Yeah. To the inside. Good. Tap.
Yep.
Tap. Good.
All right.
Tap.
Now.
Tap. Yeah.
All right.
On the top of the head. That's right, Kamara. That's right.
Yep.
Tap your head. Move that lymph system, right? You gotta
Yeah.
move that lymph system.
Yes.
I'm gonna have the massage therapist on here also. Yep.
All right now.
Yep. And also go to Dr. Eloise, for acupuncture. Yep. We got Dr. Lenny also.
Yes.
Good. All right. Clap it up. Come on. Give it up.
Yep.
And rub. Tell me, this is gonna get a little qigong going. Clap and rub. Clap and to Natea. Yay, Natea.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much
Sovereign.
for giving us those inputs.
Yeah.
Yes, we need that. We need that so much. Your livelihood.
Teacher, what's that song you playing? What's that song you playing?
Yes.
That. And rub it on down.
Yeah. Give yourself a bag. Give yourself a bag.
Down.
Yeah.
Good. That's right.
Don't
Rub it on
touch,
down.
don't
Rub it
touch,
on
don't
down.
touch.
Rub it on down.
Rub it on
Right. One more time. I'm gonna let y'all go. Clap and rub. It's a little qigong. Got it? This is for energy bath. This is called an energy bath. Take this energy with good intentions, right?
Yeah, buddy.
Right? Clap and stop. And put it around here, all over here, over here. You can almost feel something. Who
Yeah, you
feels
get
something?
all warm and stuff.
Ooh, yeah.
buddy.
Over that arm, you got the knees. It's messing up.
Yeah, buddy.
You feel something all over your arm, man. Yeah. Queen, you gotta do this, Queen. Come on, Queen. Come on, Queen. Ah.
Queen
Come
said,
on,
get off
Queen.
my
Come on,
phone,
Queen.
Dr. P.
Come on, Queen. Come on. Clap. One more time. Clap. Clap. And stop. Top one. Keep that one moving. Keep the ball on spinning. And if you go like that, like you got a big ball, don't you feel that energy? Ooh. That's your energy. That's your G. Put that with good intentions. Bless yourself. God bless y'all. May God keep y'all. And thanks for tuning in to the family
tree.
All right. Go ahead, Marcy. Come on, Marcy. Show us how to dance now. Come on, Marcy. Go, Marcy. Go, Marcy. Go, Marcy. Go, Marcy. Go, Marcy. Go, Marcy.
Go, Marcy. I heard that now.
Go ahead, Marcy. Go ahead, Marcy. Go ahead. Hug yourself.
That's Marcy playing the bass.
That's Marcy playing the bass.
Yeah.
Irene, I see. Go, Irene. Go, Irene. Go, Irene. Go, Irene. All right. Go, Kamara. Go, Kamara. Go, Kamara. Go, Kamara. Go, Kamara.
All right.
Yeah.
I heard that.
All right. Come on, Mark. Where you at, Mark? Come on, Mark. Let me see you shake something, Mark. Come on, Mark. Come on, Mark. Go ahead, Mark. Go ahead.
Keep moving, Mark.
Go, Mark. Go, Mark. Go, Mark. Go, Mark. Go,
Mark, do the moonwalk, Mark.
Go,
all right, now.
All right, Big B.
All right,
I'll
buddy.
see y'all later. All right.
Blessings. On Facebook,
All right, so we'll see y'all on the weekend.
All right, guys.
God bless y'all. We'll see y'all on Big B. Tell them, Big B, where we going to be on the weekend?
WRD Radio, guys. 96.1 FM, 900 AM, Black Talk Media right here in Philadelphia.
All right.
Now.
All right, y'all have a good evening. We'll see y'all.
You got it, man. Good night,
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Yep.
4,
Yep.
3,
Yep.
2,
Yep.
and 1. God bless y'all. We'll see ya. Have a good evening.
God bless.
Have a good night. God bless.
Peace, y'all.
You got it.
All right.